It's kind of a goth-inspired look. We have a burgundy lip, a violet lip, and then we have some girls with a nude lip, but a little black eyeliner in the lower part of the eye. It's kind of a celebration of individuality, and it's a little dark, but it's still very chic. It's that kind of balance of rock and roll toughness.
We have 6 custom-made nails, and they're all dependent on what the girl is wearing. So it looks like one complete unit from shoulders to toes.
The clothes are a little romantic, and so for the hair they wanted to bring something a little gothic into it, keep it really cool. And so we've been putting bangs on a lot of the girls that don't have them, like almost like where they're too long, like they almost need a bang trim, and just kind of going into the hair and just like making the girls look good, making them look cool. It kind of goes into like that Patti Smith, like the girl that girls want to be.
We were first inspired by the artist Joe Shearer, who did these beautiful books of close-up images of moth backs.
And we really like the textures behind them. They had almost like scales and fur all mixed together.
I think in this case what we wanted to do is try to create a soft texture out of something that starts off being inherently hard, but I think it became really kind of soft and sinuous.
It's almost like a soft skeleton armor.
I think it's interesting where you can see things from far away and they look strong, but the closer you get, the more interesting it is.
We're having these soft feathered layers, almost like the way that moths have like a feather antenna, like little extra textures on the edge of their wings.
But it's also interesting because the feather's actually studded with a metal stud, so you have both the hard and soft. And then also we've got these really beautiful woven leather in black and white. Sometimes you miss it on the runway, but it's actually 3 different layers of the leather that are all woven together. And then this is a knit trim, and then it's hand crocheted. This one is a Venice lace technique, but it's actually embroidered. So it has that softness, but it's like a cage. This is all 3D printed, but then all the edges are hand crocheted together so you keep the softness. And the edge even has some kind of more open areas and then with 3D printed sort of tassels.
It's really beautiful in motion to see because it has such softness despite the fact it's made out of hard units.
They're pretty like sophisticated, yet but a little bit grungy, which I like. It's a cool mix. I'm wearing a jacket with a bodysuit under it. I love the colors, they're really awesome. Dark, so it's cool.
So this piece kind of gives you a sense of that idea of playing with color on the back of a moth, where there's just different lengths and different kinds of fur, shearling, saga fox, just combinations.
Known for our knits, so one of our factories said that they were interested in doing a knit shoe, and so I thought this would be the perfect season to do it. It's easy to just develop a jacquard with any pattern on it, and then we were able to just put it onto the shoe with our shoe factory. It was a nice collaboration.
We love their collection, so it's amazing for us to be here and support them.
Yeah, and besides loving their collection, we consider them friends as well. They're just amazing women, so we're excited to see their show.
I love the color. They utilize some unique colors that I find that a lot of designers don't often think to use.
Yeah, and I love how they mix like different textures. It's like very interesting, and it always seems to like mesh seamlessly.
At Paper Magazine, we're big fans of Ohne Titel. They were in our Beautiful People issue years ago, and they just always have a unique point of view, and they do very intellectual, artistic, architectural clothes. You know, they really just are that sort of art kind of thing. It's just sort of a special place and tradition of fashion and art coming together, and I think that Ohne Titel does it very effortlessly and very organically. You know, they like art and they're friends with artists, so, you know, they do it in a way that feels real and not pretentious. It's so tough because, you know, they experienced being the hot new thing. You know, everyone loved them, they won awards, they got all the press. And then after you're not the hot new thing and you're not ready for the retirement home / Lifetime Achievement Awards, there's that 40 years in the middle where you just have to make it work and have to pay the bills. So I think it's really important for us to support these designers who are kind of in the middle and, you know, really need our support in the media.
It's interesting because, you know, she's kind of become more multifaceted. There's a hard side, but there's also some soft sides, and we love to play with the contrast of the two.
I think you can see that a lot in the pieces too. I think that each girl, when she puts it on, her individuality shows through.
I love someone that's strong, tough, she knows who she is, she's urban, she travels.
She's known as much for what she does as for how she looks.